Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with some more World of Tanks. We are looking at patch 7.5, which is now officially live. I didn't get a chance to take a look at it during the public test, but I figured I'd just kind of give it a brief overview. Obviously, they added a few new maps, so we may get to see those. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of doing this in real time just because I wanted to take a look at some of the tech trees. But they obviously added tier 10 mediums. As you can see here for the Americans, the M48A1 is their tank of choice. And then they've got some tier 10 tank destroyers, which should be interesting. I don't know too much about these because they were mostly prototypes. Germany, well, most of the German tanks are actually prototypes since the war pretty much ended before they could get a lot of these things out. E50 Aus M. And they've got a Jagdpanzer here, E100, and the Jagdpanther 2 was also added, kind of an in-between. They added that. And it's actually interesting if you're a model builder, like building real model kits, you know, the plastic kits with glue and everything. Some kits actually feature World of Tanks codes that allow you to get gold and things like that if you buy the model kit. I'm not sure which ones. You can typically Google it or go to the World of Tanks forums and find it somewhere and figure out which model kits have codes. If you're a model builder, it's not a bad deal. If you're going to buy a tank anyway, maybe you get a code out of it, get some gold for your World of Tanks game. But I noticed that a lot of these, for example, like the E50 series, the E series, there's actually a lot of physical model kits for these tanks, even though they didn't exist. And I would guess that the World of Tanks development team actually they probably buy the kits or have them created, and that's how they look at building the 3D models for the video game. I would assume, because, you know, it's good to have a nice reference, and that's probably as good as you can get since they didn't really exist anyway. So I guess with the French, I am not familiar with French tanks at all in terms of real life knowledge, but I guess they've got their stuff as well. Russians, T62A, and then the Object 268. And on top of that, in the store, we've got some new premiums. Notice how they have the UK section. Can't wait till the British tanks come out. Very excited. Brits have some really nice tanks later on. Let's see, what are we looking for? I'm actually going for, let's look at USA first. They have the Super Pershing, which has the I wish they had a 3D model viewer where you could just look at the tank. I think it's silly that they don't. But you could see that it actually had tacked on armor. Apparently what they did with the real one is they had captured a Panther tank and they had kind of hijacked some of the armor from it and welded it to the front. You can see the turret there and on the hull. And so I think that's kind of cool. It just kind of gives it that beastie like looking, I don't know, just beast mode feel. But as you can see, it's going to cost you 7,200 gold. So you are actually going to have to pay real money for that. I'm considering it. I think I'd have to end up, you know, spending 30 bucks to get that kind of gold. I have some gold left over, but I don't know. We'll see. It's hard wanting to spend $30 to buy an in-game vehicle, but you know, when you're 100%, you know, video gamer and that's all you do for a living, I guess it's not too bad. But I think that's it for that. They also added, what did they add? I know there was this Jagdtiger here. I think, was that in the last patch? I think that was the last patch. I forget when they added that. I don't know. That might have been, I know it was that and something else. I'm not sure if it was, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything else. But anyways, that's kind of my little overview of that. Let's try to do a couple games here, see if maybe we can get into the new maps, which I actually don't know which those are. I'm going to go with the T29 because I don't use this a lot lately. So let's battle on. Ruinberg. This is definitely not a new map. But apparently in the future, they're actually going to redesign a lot of their, not redesign, but they're going to add or enhance their existing maps. So should be interesting to see what they do to them. Apparently it's going to be, according to them, some drastic visual enhancements. The one thing as much as I could complain about this game and certain things about it, the company, wargaming.net, they always give us new content. There's always new maps. There's always new tanks. There's always something new. They love to keep this game fresh.
Let's go.
And there's so many tanks that it's ridiculous to have so much content. And on top of that, realizing, hey, I mean, it's a free-to-play game, even though I have spent money on this, which just goes to show you that it's that good, because when I can find a free-to-play that I want to spend money on, have, zero issue opening up my wallet, for content, that's how you know it's good, in my opinion. And what are we doing? I don't even know. I'm just getting distracted. Hopefully I'll actually live for a decent amount of time here, but we'll kind of follow in here, see what happens. But yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with World of Tanks. I have been for a long time. I think in any game I ever play, I'm always going to have something to complain about. Nothing is perfect, but really, they do a good job adding content. Oh crap, contact. He didn't shoot at me though. He backed all the way out. He is gone. That's a Patton. Another Patton. Double Patton. Are they wolf packing? Alright, we've got a low here. What's over there? Oh man, I should have kept my eyes front. I fail. Alright, here we go. There's a hit. I believe he's tracked too, but he's also looking at me. Not good. Houston, we have a problem. Oh, shoot. Frack me. Well, that was a quick one. Wow, they all just came through there in force. I wasn't paying attention on that one. Anything interesting to look at? Let's see if there's any of the new tanks on board. T-54s. Oh, you know why there's that many T-54s? Because everybody's trying to get to the new Tier 10 medium. Every time you see like a new tank introduced, you start seeing everybody. Oh, there's the Super Pershing. This is a good example. We can take a look at it. I've not yet seen it in a game. So somebody's paid for this with real currency. So you can kind of see from the regular Pershing how it has the tacked on. See the hull? Has the tacked on, welded on armor, and then on the turret as well. It looks pretty crazy. Some people might think it's ugly, but I don't know. To me, it just has a certain level of charm, which I don't think I could really ever explain. 90mm gun. I don't know how potent it's going to be. It's a Tier 8 tank, I think. So it's going to be a little bit more maneuverable. The hull armor is actually better than the T-34, but the turret armor is weaker, I think. I wonder if he has an upgraded crew in it, because right now it's definitely not moving that fast, and I'm pretty sure... I guess it would technically roll slower than the normal Pershing, but kind of just spectating here, because obviously I don't get a chance to try it out for myself. I really regret not testing it on the public test server, but our team's gonna lose. Obviously this guy's going down. And he is toast. And there went the Super Pershing. Not exactly... I think that was it as far as things we could look at. So let's bail. We know the outcome of that one. Alright, let's do T-30... Yeah, let's do the T-34. So... Okay, we're tiered up pretty well here. A lot of T-34s on the list on the other team. I'm trying to look at low T-34. Okay. T-28 KVs. So we could deal with pretty much everything on the map. We just have to figure out where everybody's going to end up at. But some people have asked me what are my thoughts. World of Warplanes, World of Battleships. I'm actually, believe it or not, more interested in trying out World of Battleships more than World of Planes, World of Warplanes. I like flight sims, although this game I wouldn't really consider a sim because it's fairly arcadey. I'll try World of Warplanes when I get a chance, but I don't think that it's gonna be necessarily my cup of tea. It depends. We'll have to see how they integrate controller support, because with flight simulators you have to use a controller or a joystick, and I have a wireless Xbox 360 PC controller that I wouldn't mind using. If it's done right, it might be a lot of fun, so who knows. But I'm actually kind of curious as to how they're going to do World of Battleships. So we'll see how that goes. The other interesting aspect about the whole thing is it's like, well, in World of Tanks, the biggest complaint was that the Russian tanks were overpowered because the developer is Russian, so there's favoritism for that. And, you know, yes and no. I agree and disagree with it in some points. I've seen a lot more issues with that during the beta than I do today. I think most of the time it's just people complaining because they don't know how to play the game half the time. But it'll be interesting in a game like World of Warplanes or World of Battleships where... Oh, there's contact. Front. Let them have it. There we go. But it'll be interesting in those games because, let's face it, the Russians didn't have the best ships. They didn't have the best planes. I mean, let's chalk that up to some of the German aircraft and... oh, that hurt. Some of the American aircraft, you know, later in the war and whatnot. So, back up. Get out of here. And then I'm going to fix my driver. So, I mean, those are going to be two games where it's like, well, you know, they can't possibly make certain things overpower when they definitely, you know, didn't have the greatest equipment. But, of course, it's a video game and it's very arcadey. They're going to have to balance things out somehow. Who just shot me? T-28 or what? Side hit on that T-34. If we can get a reload here, if he wants to come back out. Looking at the minimap as well. I don't know where that T-28's at, but I think he's behind. Oh, wait. No, he's... That's a rough shot. Oh, that T-34 is at 8%. Somebody just needs to breathe on him and he's toast. KV-5 takes a hit. He's almost done. This other T-34 wants to roll out. They're trying to get me to fire a shot off. This is where I need to kick in patience mode. Boom. Done. Just nicked him. Alright, now the other T-34 might pop, though, since I just took him out. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, our team's kind of pushing in on him. See these guys flanking through the left? That's good. That is good. Because I took a big hit, so we need to be careful. What do we got? What do we got? Just trying to keep an eye out on my flanks because the worst thing that I could do... shoot. And I missed. Bail, bail. I know he's the same tank I'm in, so his reload time is a joke. So, all right, fall back. Don't go that direction. There's no point. We've got an M18 and a VK that could possibly roll in on them, light them up. Okay. We are winning this one, but I'd like to stay alive. Repairs aren't cheap. That T-34, I think, is focused on me. I think, unless he's pulled back... Oh, shoot. You see what he's doing? Is he really trying to come get me? I think he just fired a shot. I'm not sure. Boom! Shot out. Back of the turret. Or no, was that? Yep, that's the back of the turret. Okay. He's not looking at me. We can get a side turret hit. What do you think? Yep. Done. 1 T-34 left. I don't see him on the mini-map. So there we go. So in that case, you know, I mean, I backed out. I said, you know what? I don't want to die. Pull back. Get a couple of hits there, which is going to equal some points. Save some repair costs. Get stuck going through here. Where's this guy at? Aw. If we'd have sped up a little bit more earlier, we probably could have gotten a hit on that guy. I'll take that. Man, I miss premium. I really do, but this thing can sure earn some coin. What was that? So let's do, you know, I haven't played. I usually do the Panther. I'm going to skimp on that for now. I don't think I really ever do the Slugger, so I'm going to take that in the battle. I need to put my stuff back on. I'm going to do Camo Net and then medium. No, that's already on there. What am I looking for? I've got, oh, my binoculars I think are on another tank. And, you know, I wish, because obviously there's certain things that you can demount. I just wish that if you owned it and you could demount it, that it would just be shareable and you can just click, you know, whatever, mount quickly or something like that. But this guy's actually not leveled up. This is the other tank destroyer if you choose to not go the Hellcat route. This is basically right next to it. So it's actually, it's going to be slower. It's going to have a, I think it has a little bit better armor. But it trades that for the lack of speed. There's another Super Pershing. Well, if we die, we can spectate it. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, so capture the enemy base or destroy all enemy vehicles. I don't know, there's just something about that thing. I really want it. But we'll see. We'll see. I think what I'm going to do is wait till public test is running again and try it out first. Because they give you like, how much gold they give you? They give you like 15,000 gold so you can buy stuff and test it. So I think I'll wait till I can get on a test server and then just drive it around, because you know, you don't want to spend $30, $40 on a premium tank and then just have it be total garbage. So this is a standard issue match. I usually like to start my game by waiting out here a little bit and seeing what we can engage. A light A20. He's a tough target at that distance. Remember, this is a tank destroyer. It's technically a sniper. You don't want to rush out with it. He's gone. Where did he? There we go. That's a nice hit. Somebody else finishes him off. A20 is behind a rock. Boom! Finished him off. Nice. Alright, they're coming around in force on that flank, it seems. We've got a few guys heading around the other side. What is that? ELC? AMX? Some sort of French? We got a VK. Miss. He's done. They just tore him a new one. Okay, so how are we doing? KV5. Keep it in the green. That's a bounce. And we've lost him. Well, they've tied it up. It's 3-3. So, KV5. Oh, my turret depression is not great. Alright, there. Nope, no dice on that. That was also just a bad shot, though. Bounce. That's going to be tough. KV frontal armor. Unless you hit the machine gun. Hit, no damage. And an AMX playing around with him, though. Hit, no damage. He's going to disappear soon. Alright. I think I'm going to maybe bail on this location. We have a priest that's back here. I suppose I could sacrifice and say, well, I'm going to play guard duty. Because if the KV decides to roll in straight, then there's going to be nothing to prevent him from getting in here. Oh, there is a T-25-2. We've messed him up. We can finish these targets here. Oh, disappeared. Gonna go for a blind shot. Got him. Don't be afraid to take those blind shots. If you predict that the enemy is not moving, go for it. I've got no further contacts. This game could go either way. They look like they're surrounding that M26. Nothing. No dice. I'm actually worried about them hitting the base, though. They have every opportunity to do so through the center path, which is where the KV... What was that? KV5 was last sighted, down in that direction over there. They're still dancing over there, I guess. I don't know what they're just probably waiting for each other, playing peekaboo. I'm not sure. They appear Delta 2 around that grid on the map is got some sort of tank destroyer. It's tough. You know, a lot of you are probably saying, move, go somewhere, do something. But, you know, honestly, I'm the only thing protecting, you know, this piece of artillery. Now, not that he's killed anybody, but I'm also, you know, helping here. Just general base defense. Now, as you can see, on the grid minimap, Delta... Borderline Echo 2. Okay, see, they've taken out everything on that flank. So, which means that we might have a problem. Oh, shoot, I moved. Oh, crap. Is he going to see me now? Oh, no, my gun depression is bad. Give me some green. Houston, we have a problem. I told you. What did I say? I knew the KV5 would move in from dead center. I knew it. Problem is my gun depression is junk. Is he looking at me? I'm just not doing it. I need to get... And my gun depression is not too good there. Did he kill the priest? The only thing I can hope for is that the priest... We'll get some shots in on him while I distract. Oh, man, I failed. Jeez. Epic fail. Try to kind of get back. Ah, dang it. Well, see, I had to aim at the R2-D2 gun. I can't believe even if I'd had not missed that first shot, it doesn't matter. He had too many hit points and too much armor. This gun is just not enough against that. Oh my goodness. Well, their artillery didn't do much either, but this guy has killed nothing. I'm going to try to say that he's probably not the best arty player. No offense. This Super Pershing is taking a beating. It is now toast. They've got one as well. Looks like a lot of people are buying those Super Pershings. And they're creeping up. Well, this game's pretty much over. I mean, I got 2 kills out of it. I fired a lot of shots. That KV-5, you know, I just couldn't pen it. Not with that gun that I had. It's a tough customer. I mean, I have trouble with that even against my T-34. You just have to hit the right spots. Like that. Except that is bad. But all in all, you know, like I said, at the beginning of the game, I called it. I looked at the mini-map. I said, where's everybody going? What's going to be my job? Play defense because nobody else is. Not that it mattered, but, you know, we got a couple of tanks from extremely long range. You know, look at this. Our hit ratio shots, 16. Hits on target, 13. That's not bad. It's just half of them didn't pen. You know, and at the distance that I was firing at, you know, really, can I be blamed? I don't think so. Except for that last shot where I missed, but oh well. But anyways, if I manage to pick up that Super Pershing, whether via the test server or just flat out purchasing it, I'll be sure to have some video coverage of it. But with that said, we're going to call it here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.